It has been 2 months since I was staying in Norway. A lot of things happened, and Norway did surprise me with a lot of incredible things. How the time flies so fast during winter remarked so many good memories I couldn't skip. For every building, for every roots, for every trees, and for every people that I met, it creates a really good memories for me. The incredible scenes on every side of the city always give me a new side of how people are actually still surviving and moving even in the hardest time. How could you not miss the time when everything is normal, when we can see each other person by person? But it's still okay. The time still moves. And Norway, like what I've said, always incredible. So many views I see every time I walk, every time I pass in the city. There are many hills, there are many land, there are many seas, and you can even feel about how good the weather there. I also never forget the time when I stepped my feet for 1,000 steps, and I always see hope in everyone's faces. Sometimes it's good when we stop, and sometimes it's good to take a relief and then going back to the track. I never see this kind of views before, and I'm so happy that this is my first time I see it in Norway. I see people have their own time. I see people enjoy their time. Either they are alone, or they are with their friends, or they are with family. This is incredible moment. I think this one of the most incredible thing I could experience. I am so afraid with the height. I'm so afraid with falling down. But trying to play with this sledge really gave me a new experience, and that is so amazing. I was wondering about how could people live in this kind of cold. But like what life say that maybe every time we see the bad things, we always come up with the good things. That's called a balance, or we can say it as a life integration. It's cold time, and they use this time for playing. It's a cold time, and they can use this opportunity for them together with their relatives. Beauty of the city, even though in the hill, the glimpse of the ice covering my eyes. It's amazing, and it did. So when I was there, I was like walking, and we were playing sledge. We ran for the sledge. We used our time for about 7 hours to play the sledge. It's about like 3 kilometers road, and this scene, it was my first experience. I did a trial. Of course, before I fell over and over. This is not so good, but I was trying, and I challenged myself to do this. It was a really hard time because we had to bring our sledge up to the hill and sledge it. I was like the light in Norway when it's sunrise and sunset. It's always beautiful like it is. It's in Oslo, and Oslo, the capital city, always gives a new thing for me at the same time. I was passing there over and over, and I always see a new side in every corner of the city. The building itself, the art of the city, and how people try to mingle with the nature. The boats waiting for the summer, the museum, as I said, the stairs, and also the sunlight. It is very amazing. The ducks, the birds, and some other species also mingle with humans here. I never forget about my experience here. The 2 months are very incredible. The 2 months give me a new perspective and insight about how I live here. I mostly spend my time in the art gallery because my boyfriend was an artist. So almost every day we were going to studio and see some art. It's quite different with my field nowadays, but I think it's really amazing because I felt that it really refreshed my mind. It gives me a new story. It gives me a new things or a new side of how we try to manage our well-being. Like what I've said, the buildings are always incredible. Sometimes I was wondering about how could people build this kind of building and how long it was built. They say it's almost 100 or maybe over hundreds. Every pictures they have, the king, the queen, the prime minister, and etc. is always sticks on the wall. The big curtain, really long curtain, and the sunlight, the window, etc. It was so amazing. People come here, people laugh, the memory is stuck here. We bring that memory, go back to home, we tell a story about what happens there. We see it and we practice it. I don't know about every room story. I think that we want to explore more. It will take around 3 hours, 4 hours. But just seeing all this beautiful painting in the wall and the chair, table, the building, it gives you a new refreshment. I think this is one of the must visited place if you are going to Norway, or maybe if you are in Norway right now. It feels like you were going back to the old memories, like in ages, and you're feeling that you're a part of those event or in that age. The sunsets are so incredible, and it's really close with the place where I'm living. But I really barely to hear the transportation, the vehicle, even though I'm living really close with the road. This one is another side of Norway. It's in Hegda. This one is located in Bærum. And like what I've said also, I was like really incredible because I could see the dog by myself directly, not in the zoo. If you're going go to Oslo, near to Oslo, you can see some parks, you can see some houses, you can take a walk there. During winter, all the places sometimes almost closed. But here, we can go through around all the frozen lake, and you can also experience to walk above the frozen lake. The location of this place is in near Hegda Lake, and this lake is really big, while you can also see sometimes someone create a little hole and they do some fishing. This is like a last hole that I saw, and I was see before that someone was fishing there. Here it's totally safe, but you have to wait for around 3 until 4 days after the snow falls, and to make sure that the snow is hard enough or become nice. But for safety, don't go too far or don't go until the middle, because maybe we never know what happened. but I saw some people walking here, so me and my boyfriend tried to walk here. This is really good for you if you really like to walk and breathe the good weather, like a fresh weather. It's really great place. And beside this lake, you can see some houses, you can see some people living there, and trees, and the weather or the air are really fresh. That's why it's really good to walk there. But you have to make sure also that you have a really comfortable clothes to wear, and make sure also that you are quite okay with the wind. If you want to go here, just don't bring so much stuff, because maybe it's not so convenient for you to walk. If you ask me about the lake service, it's totally safe and it's not so slippery, so you can try your. One of my favorite things is that when I can create an angel shape from the snow that is already fall from the sky, and this is the result. And in the other day, the next day, I and my boyfriend went to the frozen sea, where is it located near Sandvika, and we're walking there from the edge of the beach to the center of the sea. There we are trying to create like a snowball home from snow, of course, and it took like around 40 minutes to create this home. My boyfriend had the task to fix some parts, and I create to make it taller. In that time it was quite windy, and the temperature is around 2 or 1 Celsius. But it was really fun until I forgot about the. Ta-da! Here is the result. We finally. These 13 minutes video are my experiences and also a little or recap of my journey here. I would like to say thank you for this amazing country and also people around me here. And I'll see you soon, Norway, maybe next year or maybe in another time. Ha det bra!